Hello everyone, this is 23rd September 2025 and let's discuss UPSC relevant news from the Hindu. First news is Jaishankar meets US Secretary of State to mend strained ties. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar ने US Secretary of State मार्को रूबियो से न्यूयॉर्क में मुलाकात की 80 UNGA की साइडलाइंस पे। ये मीटिंग तब हुई जब H1B वीज़ा फीस $1 लाख तक बढ़ गई। छबार पोर्ट वेवर कैंसिल हो गया और ट्रेड टॉक्स भी डिले में है। अब दोनों देश अपने इकोनॉमिक और स्ट्रेटेजिक टाइज को नॉर्मलाइज करने की क्या कर रहे हैं, कोशिश कर रहे हैं। दिस इज व्हाट इज रिटन हियर। एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्टर एस जयशंकर मेट with US Secretary of State Marco Rubio in New York amid strained relation over US tariff and increased H-1B visa fee. The discussion held on the sidelines of 80th UN General Assembly covered a range of bilateral and international issues. This meeting comes as Indian and the US trade negotiations prepare for the next round of talks, and just day after PM Modi and President Trump agreed to resume trade talks with that US had pulled out in August. नेक्स्ट न्यूज इज सुप्रीम कोर्ट फ्लैग्स सेलेक्टिव रिलीज ऑफ एयर क्रैश रिपोर्ट। अहमदाबाद एयर इंडिया क्रैश में जो 260 लोग मरे, लेकिन जब इंक्वायरी हुई तो उससे पहले पायलट एरर वाली लीक्स क्या हुई, मीडिया में आ गई। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसे इररिस्पॉन्सिबल बोला। गवर्नमेंट प्लस डीजीसीए को नोटिस भेजा कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन फेयर तथा क्या हो, इम्पार्शियल हो। द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज सेंसर्ड द सेलेक्टिव रिलीज ऑफ प्रिलिमिनरी रिपोर्ट बाय एयरक्राफ्ट एक्सीडेंट इन्वेस्टिगेशन ब्यूरो AAIB concerning the June 12 Air India crash in Ahmedabad that killed 260 people. A bench of Justice Suryakant and Koteshwar Singh called media reports attributing blame to pilot error before the inquiry was complete irresponsible. The court issued a notice to Union Government and DGCA to ensure a fair and impartial investigation. Supreme Court judges' remarks reignite debate on decriminalizing defamation. Okay. जस्टिस MM सुंदरेश ने बोला कि अब टाइम आ गया है क्रिमिनल डिफेमेशन लॉ को रिकंसिडर करने का। ये लॉ मिसयूज होता है पॉलिटिकल अराइवल्स, दैट इज पॉलिटिकल अराइवल्स को टारगेट करने के लिए। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इसे 2016 में सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी वर्सेस यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन माना था, पर अब फिर से डिबेट शुरू हो गई है कि ये अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है। ठीक है, तो हमें केस याद रखना है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज MM सुंदरेश रिमार्क्ड, आई थिंक time has come to decriminalize this, referring to the criminal defamation case, highlighting its increasing misuse to settle political score. This reopens the debate on the law's constitutional validity, which the Supreme Court had upheld in Subramaniam Swamy versus Union of India case 2016. Recent US actions that have strained ties include, so this is about this news, cancelling a waiver for India Chabad port project in Iran, visa revocation for Indian corporate executive over alleged involvement in the fentanyl trade. We have covered this in the last news. Imposing a $1 lakh fees for H1B visa application, which largely affect Indian tech firms. Other key news: Delhi riot case. The Supreme Court has sought a response from Delhi police on the bail plea of activist Umar Khalid, Sharjil Imam, and other in conspiracy case linked to 2020 Delhi riots. Okay. And next news is Trump on slain activist. At a memorial for slain right-wing activist Charlie Kirk, US President Donald Trump called him a martyr now for American freedom. Basically, US President Donald Trump ने slain right-wing activist चार्ली किर्क को मार्टियर बोला। कहाँ पे? एक मेमोरियल इवेंट पर। ये यूएस में राइट विंग मोबिलाइजेशन के लिए सिंबॉलिक मूवमेंट माना जा रहा है। ओके। पाकिस्तान एयर स्ट्राइक, बेसिकली 23 civilians killed in Pakistan air raid, counter terrorism और ह्यूमन कोस्ट। मतलब वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट दिस। खैबर पख्तूनवा में क्या हुआ कि पाकिस्तान मिलिट्री के एयर स्ट्राइक से 23 सिविलियंस मर गए। ओपोजिशन एमपीज ने आर्मी पे इल्जाम लगाया कि टीटीपी के खिलाफ ऑपरेशन के नाम पे इनोसेंट सिविलियंस क्या हो गए हैं, टारगेट हो गए हैं। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दिस न्यूज। एंड एरियल बॉम्बिंग इन पाकिस्तान स्पेन, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province killed at least 23 civilians. Opposition MPs accused the military for carrying out the raid as part of counter-terrorism operation against the Pakistani Taliban. Okay, TTP. Some prelim pointer which you need to remember. The 80th UNGA was the setting for the meeting between India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and US Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Supreme Court previously upheld the constitutional validity of criminal defamation law in Subramanian Swamy versus Union of India case 2016. Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau is the primary body responsible for investigating civil aviation accident in India. And the next news is GST reforms hailed as saving festival. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in an open letter to citizens, hailed the new simplified two-tier GST structure as the GST Bachat Utsav, that is GST saving festival, that will boost savings and accelerate growth. The majority of the goods and services are now taxed at 5% and 18%. एक 40% का भी स्लैब है, वो भी याद रखना. However, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee stated the cut would cost her state exchequer rupees 20,000 crore and the union government had not released rupees 1.92 lakh crore in central project allocation for the schemes like MG नरेगा. ठीक है, पर बेसिकली क्या है कि पीएम मोदी ने सिंप्लीफाइड जीएसटी को बचत उत्सव बोला है. गुड्स क्या होंगी, आप 5% एंड 18% स्लैब में है, लेकिन स्टेट्स लाइक वेस्ट बंगाल, वहाँ के सीएम बोल रहे हैं कि स्टेट्स को 20,000 करोड़ का लॉस होगा और सेंटर के ड्यूज भी क्या है अभी तक पेंडिंग है. काफ़ी स्टेट बोल रहे हैं, लाइक पंजाब भी बोल रहा है, केरला भी बोल रहा है. ठीक है, सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट दिस न्यूज़. एंड नेक्स्ट न्यूज़ इज इंडिया एंड मोरक्को साइन डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इंडिया और मोरक्को ने रबात में डिफेंस मेमोरेंडम ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग को साइन किया. काउंटर टेररिज्म, मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी और जॉइंट एक्सरसाइजेस पे रोड मैप तैयार हुआ. एम्बेसी ऑफ इंडिया में डिफेंस विंग भी क्या किया जाएगा, खोला जाएगा. सो दिस वाज ऑल अबाउट दिस न्यूज़. India and Morocco signed a memorandum of understanding on defense cooperation in Rabat. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh and his Moroccan counterpart Abdelift Lodi held a bilateral meeting where they agreed to a roadmap covering counter-terrorism, maritime security, and joint exercises. Mr. Singh also announced the opening of new defense wing at Embassy of India in Rabat to give momentum to the initiative. Next news is two top Maoist leader killed in Chhattisgarh. सेंट्रल कमेटी मेंबर, जिसका अभी लास्ट कुछ दिन पहले न्यूज़ आई थी कि उनके टॉप लीडर ने क्या किया, सरेंडर किया. तो अब क्या है कि जो उनका सेंट्रल कमेटी के मेंबर है ऑफ द बैंड कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी ऑफ इंडिया, कट्टा रामचंद्र रेड्डी एंड कदारी सत्यनारायण रेड्डी वर किल्ड बाय सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेज इन अबूजमैद फॉरेस्ट इन नारायणपुर डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफ छत्तीसगढ़. ओके, both leaders carried an award of rupees 40 lakh each. The operation is seen as a significant blow to Naxal leadership, breaking the backbone of Red Terror. Okay, and the next news is naval expansion. 54 vessels under construction. The Indian Navy is undertaking its largest ever shipbuilding program with 54 vessels currently under construction in Indian shipyard. Indian Navy 2035 तक अपना फ्लीट 200 प्लस वॉरशिप्स तक लेके जाना चाहता है. अभी क्या है कि 54 वेसल्स इंडियन शिपयार्ड में बन रहे हैं. ये क्या है, सागर विजन को क्या करेगा, सपोर्ट करेगा, जिसमें इंडिया इंडियन ओशन रीजन में फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्डर बनना चाहता है. ओके, द इनिशिएटिव इज सेंट्रल टू इंडिया स्पेन्स strategy to expand its strength to over 200 warship by 2035 and position itself as a first responder in the Indian Ocean region, advancing the Sagar, that is security and growth for all in the region. Up to 10 domestically built warships are set to be commissioned by December 2025. Okay, so इसी से हम प्रीलिम्स पॉइंटर्स याद रखेंगे. पीएम मोदी जीएसटी बचत उत्सव announced new 5% 18% GST tax slabs. India and Morocco signed a defense cooperation memorandum of understanding in Rabat, focusing on counter-terrorism and maritime security. Indian Navy aimed to expand to over 200 warships by 2035, supporting the Sagar vision in Indian Ocean region. Some state news which you need to know. Uttar Pradesh bans caste-based political rallies following a directive from the Allahabad High Court. Okay, so this is Allahabad High Court directive. The UP government issued a notification prohibiting caste-based political rallies. The order stated that such rallies promote caste conflict. कि इनसे क्या होता है कि caste conflict बढ़ता है and are contrary to public order and national unity. The notification also bans the display of caste names on vehicle and signboard and instruct police not to mention the caste of accused person in case files. Okay, कि अब जो accused की files होती हैं उसके अंदर भी उनकी caste को mention नहीं किया जाएगा except for crimes under the SC/ST Act. ठीक है, अगर क्वेश्चन आता है ना कि क्या सब केसेस में कास्ट का नाम नहीं लिखा जाएगा, तो याद रखना कि एक्सेप्शन याद रखना है यहाँ पे. ठीक है, एक्सेप्ट दिस केस SC/ST प्रिवेंशन ऑफ एट्रोसिटी एक्ट. केरला लॉन्चेस इंश्योरेंस स्कीम फॉर एक्सपेट्रिएट्स, ये हमने लास्ट टाइम भी कवर किया था। केरला गवर्नमेंट हैज़ अनवेल्ड नोरका केयर, अ हेल्थ एंड एक्सीडेंट इंश्योरेंस स्कीम फॉर द मलयाली diaspora. Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan said, "This is the first time a state in India is implementing such a scheme. It offers health insurance coverage of rupees 5 lakh and accident cover up to rupees 10 lakh with cashless treatment available in over 500 hospitals in Kerala and 16,000 nationwide." Okay, तो याद रखना नोरका किससे रिलेटेड है? केरला से. Okay, नोरका is related to Kerala. Karnataka Social and Education Survey off to slow start. Second Social and Education Survey being conducted by Karnataka State Commission for Backward Classes. Okay, began on slow note amid technical glitches and delayed distribution of kits to enumerators. On the first day, only about 2,765 households were surveyed across the state. ठीक है, बेसिकली ये न्यूज़ है कि काफ़ी स्लो पेस पे स्टार्ट हुआ है. The survey data showed that in major districts like Bengaluru, Urban, Mysuru, Tumakuru, only one household each had been covered. Heavy rain and flood devastated Maharashtra. Torrential rain in western Maharashtra and the Marathwada region have left one person dead and 14 stranded in floodwaters. A fatality from a lightning strike occurred in Nanded district, while people were stranded in Dharashiv and Solapur district. An Air Force helicopter and NDRF team were deployed for rescue effort. The heavy rainfall has severely affected farmers, hitting kharif season crop like soybean, cotton and turmeric. Okay. Prelim pointer which you need to remember, यूपी किस स्टेट ने अभी बैन किया है कास्ट बेस्ड पॉलिटिकल रैलीज को, दैट इज यूपी. नोरका किसने लॉन्च किया है? केरला ने. अभी फ्लड्स कहाँ पे आए थे? वेस्टर्न महाराष्ट्र में. कर्नाटका सेकंड सोशल एंड एजुकेशन सर्वे इज बीइंग कंडक्टेड बाय स्टेट कमीशन फॉर बैकवर्ड क्लासेस. France and allies move to recognize Palestine state. France along with other countries like UK, कनाडा, ऑस्ट्रेलिया. हमने लास्ट टाइम भी पढ़ा था कि G7 कंट्रीज में से कुछ कंट्रीज ने क्या किया? पैलेस्टीनियन स्टेट को क्या किया? ऑफिशियली रिकॉग्नाइज कर लिया. इज प्रिपेयरिंग टू रिकॉग्नाइज द पैलेस्टीनियन स्टेट एट द UN. द मूव piles diplomatic pressure on Israel as it continues its war in Gaza. French President Emmanuel Macron said, "They want a nation, they want a state, and we should not push them towards Hamas." This issue is set to dominate the annual UNGA, where Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, who was denied a US visa, will be allowed to speak via video link. Okay, so UNGA की मीटिंग में कौन बोलेगा? That is Mohammed Abbas, Palestinian President, via video link. और क्या हुआ है कि काफ़ी बड़ी डेवलपमेंट है उनके लिए कि फ्रांस और कुछ इनके अलाइज क्या करेंगे? इन्होंने क्या किया? ऑफिशियली रिकॉग्नाइज कर लिया. H1B visa fee hike, clarification and impact. NASSCOM stated that a US clarification has eased immediate worries regarding the new H1B visa fee. The clarification confirmed the $1 lakh fee will be a one-time charge applicable only to fresh petition and will not affect current visa holder. The fee will be applicable from 2026 onward, giving companies times to enhance local hiring in the US. The Nifty IT index still saw a decline of 2.95% in an apparent response to the initial announcement. Okay. GST 2.0 नवरात्रि बूस्ट ऑटो बुकिंग. अभी क्या हुआ है कि इस पे GST कम हो गया. ठीक है, ऑटोमोबाइल्स पे. ऑटोमोबाइल डीलर अक्रॉस इंडिया रिपोर्टेड एन एंथुजियास्टिक response from customers on the first day of Navratri, coinciding with the implementation of GST 2.0. Maruti Suzuki India reported receiving 75,000 bookings in 5 days since the new prices were announced. Demand for small cars were particularly strong, with booking growing by nearly 50%. Okay, this is good news. Some international developments from 23rd September news. Trump administration plans to slash visa for foreign journalists. The US administration under the President Trump is planning to reduce the validity of visas for foreign journalists to a renewable 240 days period, a sharp cut from current 5 years. Okay, 5 साल से कितना कम कर रहे हैं? 240 दिन, मतलब 1 साल से भी कम लेके आ रहे हैं. This has raised concern among foreign correspondents about practical difficulties like renting apartment and potential for editorial censorship, where the administration could trade visas access for compliant reporting. ठीक है, कि उनको लग रहा है कि ये एक प्रेशर बनाया जा रहा है एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से ताकि जो रिपोर्टिंग हो उनके फेवर में हो। अब राइट विंग, ठीक है, लीव आईसीसी चार्जेस फॉर्मर फिलीपींस प्रेसिडेंट ड्यूटर्ट। Prosecutors at the International Criminal Court have charged former Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte with the 3 counts of crimes against humanity. The charges allege his role in at least 76 murders as part of his war on drugs campaign. The 80-year-old is currently in the ICC detention in The Hague. UN expert, repression escalating in Russia. A UN expert on human rights in Russia, Mariana Kadzarova, reported that repression is escalating in the country to silence dissent and opposition. ये हर कंट्री में चल रहा है क्या? To the war in Ukraine. The report states that Russian authorities have stepped up the use of imprisonment, torture, and ill treatment against civilians, journalists, and Ukrainian prisoners of war over the last year. At least 3,905 individuals have been convicted on charges related to peaceful dissent. China poses real-world asset business in Hong Kong. Chinese securities regulator has informally advised some local brokerages to pose their real-world asset tokenization business in Hong Kong. Real-world asset tokenization is the process of converting traditional assets like stocks, bonds, or real estate into digital tokens on a blockchain. The guidance signals Beijing's concerns about booming digital asset market offshore, even as Hong Kong aims to establish itself as a digital asset hub. Indonesia's surprise rate cut raised concern. Bank Indonesia's unexpected interest rate cut has turned markets, sparking fear that central bank may be compromising its independence by bowing to the pressure from President Prabowo Subianto to boost economic growth. The move comes after the abrupt sacking of the respected finance minister Sri Mulyani Indrawati and has put the Indonesian rupee at risk of a sell-off. Okay. Next news is prelim point of France, UK, Canada, and Australia advancing diplomatic recognition of Palestinian state. We have read it. US H-1B visa program will introduce a new one-time $1 lakh fee for fresh petitions starting 2026 without impacting current visa holders, as clarified by NASCOM. The ICC has charged former Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte with the crimes against humanity for his war on drug campaign involving 76 alleged murders. India-Pakistan cricket not a rivalry. Following India's 6-wicket win over Pakistan in the Asia Cup, Captain Surya Kumar stated कि कोई भी rivalry नहीं है अब, क्योंकि हम एक साइडेड जीत रहे हैं. Team World reclaimed the Lever Cup. Team World, captained by Andre Agassi, defeated Team Europe 59 to win the Lever Cup in the San Francisco. American player Taylor Fritz secured the decisive victory by beating Germany Alexander Jabri. This marked Team World third title in competition's 8th edition. Okay. Mithun Manhas to be new BCCI president. Former Delhi captain Mithun Manhas has been confirmed as the president-elect of Board of Control for Cricket in India BCCI. Quinton de Kock reverses ODI retirement. South African wicketkeeper batsman Quinton de Kock has reversed his retirement from one-day international cricket. He has been included in the squad for upcoming ODI series. Okay, इन्होंने डिसीजन वापस ले लिया अपनी रिटायरमेंट का. नेक्स्ट न्यूज इज मिथुन मनहास, सेम न्यूज, दिल्ली के कैप्टन प्रेसिडेंट बने हैं बीसीसीआई के. टीम वर्ल्ड वॉन द लेवर कप, captained by Andre Agassi, making their third title. Quinton de Kock reversed his ODI retirement for the upcoming series against Pakistan. So this was all about this news. Thanks for watching.